Hello, my friend. Hey there, how are you today? Thanks a lot for being here. My name is Amner Hunter from amnerhunter.com. Happy to be here spending some time with you. This time around, I want to share with you a couple of cool new free plugins and also share with you some new relevant deals that I think you could be interested in. Very affordable plugins and deals in today's video, as well as the free ones, of course. As usual, you will find all of the applicable links in the video description and first comment, and of course I will make sure to put timestamps in case that you want to move around between the mini segments of the video. Let me show you quickly the plugins I am gonna be checking out today. First, we have this cool new free equalizer by the company Soundly or Soundly, Soundly mostly, I think it's better. Shape It, it's the name of this free EQ. Next, we have a cool new free synthesizer for evolving sounds. This one, it's called Qsynthi. And moving on with the two deals that I have for you today, Kuassa just released a very cool echo delay with analog characteristics, pedal emulation, right? This is the Efektor Echolyte, and it has an introductory price of 50% off or 49% off, right? $15 here at Plugin Boutique. And also I want to check out this awesome clipper and saturator by the company Newfangled Audio that currently has a huge sale as well. 80% off, 81% off here at Plugin Boutique. Only $19 for this cool saturator by Newfangled Audio, right? Before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnerhunter.com, where you can grab some additional freebies, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to be checking out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost every day with tons of content like this, mostly free resources for music producers, musicians, bedroom producers, really anyone that want to produce or create music or record music without spending too much money or no money at all, right? So if you are here in the live stream, please let me know. I am always happy to engage in conversations with you. I am always happy to get to know you guys a bit better, or to just talk about these tools, these plugins, right? Some of them new, some of them not new, but that are on sale perhaps, or yeah. So anyway, let me share the screen here. Let me switch the screen here to Reaper, and we can start checking out this plugin, right? First, let's start with the Soundly plugin. It's called Shape It, but by this company, right? And this is a 10-band equalizer plugin that has also a visual representation of the frequency spectrum, right? For instance, here in this case, we see a build-up here in the low end in this, I'm going to show you in a moment, this guitar sound, right? So this plugin, like I said, has 10 bands that you can add here, right? And these bands can be turned into different shapes and filters, like bells, low pass, high pass, low shelf, high shelf, and notch. This is a transparent equalizer, by the way. It doesn't add like any character, harmonics, saturation, or analog coloration or anything like that. So it's completely transparent. It's not dynamic EQ. The creator of this plugin, or this company, says that it was made like for sound design, where you need like to be able to quickly create the bands and quickly create curves and move it with your mouse. So up to 10 bands, right? So yeah, it's for quick use, although there are other EQs as well. But anyway, this is the EQ, right? And also, if you right click on each one of these dots or circles, you have some other options, right? You can invert the gain like that. Okay, and I believe you can also manipulate, yes, you can manipulate more than one EQ curves at a time if you hover over your mouse like that. And also another thing besides the input and output that we have here, we have a mix knob from 0 to 100%, right? Where you can like minimize the effect of the EQ of the whole EQ curve, right? So you can like use it at 50% and you're gonna be minimizing all of the EQ moves that you did, right? You have also a phase flip here. And of course, this plugin is available for Windows and Mac, and it can also be used for mono or stereo tracks, right? So I'm gonna delete everything here, and I'm gonna use it on a stereo guitar tracks, a stereo guitar bus that I have here, to create some space to remove a bit of frequencies that might be interfering with the bass or the kick drum in this case. Let me play you the song here. So this is the full mix. Right, I have it on the guitar bus, as you can see here, and let's remove some low end with a high pass filter. We can solo it, by the way. So I like to remove around 80-90 Hertz, sometimes even higher if I need it, but we need to get rid of all of this low end buildup that we have here that might be interfering with the bass guitar and kick drum, right? So before, after. So a bit thinner guitars, sometimes you might not like the sound isolated, but in the context of the mix is what matters, of course. Also, I like to remove some low-mid area on the guitars. We can go ahead and hunt for it. So any resonance that we might have here in the low-mid area. Alright, let's suppose that we have there, and we can invert the gain. Before, fatter guitar sound. A bit thinner, and we can add some brightness, some air, or presence here around 5K. Okay, we are using a bell curve here. Before. 2 decibels, and let's use also a low pass around 10K to remove some of the sizzle that might not or might be interfering with cymbals or with the air of the vocals. Yeah, around that area. That's what I am cutting. Before, after. Let's hear it in context. I'm gonna first have the plugin off. On. Before. Off. Yeah, I think that it fits better in the mix. It's a bit subtle. It's not like super exaggerated, the change, but that's a good thing, right? Because we are not changing the character of the track. We're just kind of like removing some problematic frequencies and creating space for the guitars to fit better with the bass and drums. You might find some other plugins to add character, like some analog EQs or some saturators or stuff like that, if you want to change a bit the character of the guitar. In this case, I am just using it to create space and so that these instruments can work better in the context of the mix, right? So this is the Shape It plugin by Soundly. Let's check out the next plugin in this list. It's a synthesizer for evolving sounds, and this synthesizer doesn't have presets, and it's available for Windows and Mac, right? So it's called Qsynthi, and you can see every menu here. Pretty much you don't have any hidden menus or something like that. So here, although I would love to have like a description of some of the controls, because we don't have like idea of what some controls do. I would love to read more the manual, although I couldn't find it. But for instance here, if you know a bit of synthesizers, you will find some common features, right? Such as the wave shape, right? Wave settings. Here we can change different waveforms, as you see here. Some common waveforms like the sine wave, right? This one, also the other one, the sawtooth. It's also common. The square. It's also common on synthesizers, but some of them I don't know them. Like Gaussian, I don't know a lot about this type of waveform. The Qsynthi or Qsynthi, the parabola as well. This is the parabola barrier. All right, and we can move it like that. Okay. And so yeah, we're gonna go through all of them in a moment. We have simulation settings, and also we can choose squared value, imaginary value, or real value. And potential settings, we have also all of the type of waveforms, right? So let's choose, for instance, sine wave, and okay, so there you go. So we're gonna combine the two waveforms, right? In this case, okay. And we can double click and reset everything. Also, we have the waveform here, and we have the envelope, right? The attack, decay, sustain, and release, like the dynamics, right? Increasing the attack, of course, will reduce the first, like the first transient of the sound, making it sound a bit more like a pad. And if we reduce it, we have more aggressive the initial attack of the sound, right? We have filters, we have a low pass, we have this other type of filter, and general settings, right? Glide, this is for stereo, and some others I don't know particularly what they do. I guess the last one is for output volume. All right, so let's take a listen to some audio examples. This is like the sound, the default sound, right? It's here in Ocean. Okay. All right, let's change here the waveform, sine. Okay, nice. If we increase the attack, like a pad. The cool thing it's that it's evolving, right? That's the whole point of this synth. Yeah, this is like the output. Stereo. Nice. It spreads the signal, the stereo image, a bit. Awesome. It's pretty cool. Also, let's check out other waveforms here. Qsynthi, parabola. Okay. Different sound barrier. Okay, and we can combine, right? Like for instance here, sine wave. Let's increase this. Okay, and let's change here sawtooth. Simulation settings. Right, some noise generation, it seems. Let's check out square wave. Okay. Let's put also square here. Let's see if we can. Okay, and for instance, let's put sine wave and the filter. We are cutting highs. Okay, we are adding like a resonant frequency there on the highs. Envelope, or I'm not sure this one. Okay, glide. It's like the first note slides into the second one, like it's like a crossfade, right? The glide. Yeah, so they instead of playing one note and then the other, it's like they are crossfading one into the other nicely. Okay, stereo. So yeah, I think cool synthesizer, Qsynthi, I think it worth experimenting with it. It's a cool tool, I think. Let's check out the first deal in this list. This is the new pedal emulation by Kuassa. This is the Efektor Echolyte, and this is a combination of 3 analog delays, right? It's not specified as to like what delays this pedal is emulating particularly, but it's emulating 3 analog delays, and you have here the 3 types, right? B, I, or M, and we're going to check them out. Of course, we have the control, the delay in milliseconds, right? We have also the level, which is the output of the delay. We have the feedback of the delay, and also we have some presets, right? Some presets included, A/B functionality to test the different settings, and so yeah, you can also turn off and turn on the plugin here. It's a pretty cool. I love analog delays where the echoes, the repetitions are like decaying over time, are like degrading. That's the point of analog delays, right? And it creates a nice character of the delays, where I think they fit better in the mix because they don't sound exactly the same as the original signal, like digital delays. The analog delays I think fit better in the mix because they change the character over time on each delay, right? So it doesn't interfere in the full mix as much as a digital delay, although digital delays also have their value in music productions, right? Of course, but I really love analog delays like this, and yeah, let's hear it here. I have some clean guitars first. Okay, so let me turn it on. Okay. Okay, you can hear the endless feedback. Okay. If you hear a noise, it's because I'm using the demo version of this plugin. let's increase the time here. The most time that you can set here is 300 milliseconds. Right, nice. So let's test the B. No delay. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. And yeah, it's pretty cool to leave the feedback like endless. You can play with this. I love it. Also on real delays, it's pretty cool to experiment with an endless delay sound with the feedback control, right? So also let's check it out. I have a sort of like a reggae song here, and I love the analog delays on the snare, for instance. So this is the snare. Let me play you the whole drum kit. Right, so this is a snare alone. So let's put the delay here. Nice. Right, and the delays are degrading over time. And let's check it out in context. For instance, here, the whole drum kit. Right, and I forgot to mention that there's also a sync button. If you click here on the K, you synchronize, or I don't remember where, there's a sync control somewhere, maybe because I'm using the demo version or something, but there is a sync control. Yeah. Anyway, there are some presets here, but for some reason I only have one. All right, and let's check it out in context. No delay. Cool. I love that other dimension to the snare, for instance, in this case. Although I don't use a lot of delay on snare, but for this particular track, this kind of a reggae track, I think it fits very, very cool. And I have heard many reggae songs with delay on the snare. It's not usual for other genres, but it definitely fits reggae music, and also on the guitar it fits very well. So let's also check it out on vocals.
The clothes on my body keep me warm through a cold night. The food and drinks just soothe my soul, I seem to feel alright. The laughs the party shared told my troubles to depart. You know better than that, therefore on my...
Let's choose another character here.
The clothes on my body keep me warm through a cold
another type, right?
The clothes...
Okay, and the one in the middle.
The clothes on my body...
This one, it seems that has also reverb, not only delay.
The clothes...
Alright.
The clothes on my body keep me warm through a cold...
This could be used also as a mix control, I think.
The clothes on my body keep me warm through a cold...
To blend the delayed signal with the original signal.
The clothes on...
Okay.
The clothes on my body keep me warm through a cold night. The food and drinks just soothe my soul, I seem to feel alright.
Nice. Very cool delay. Let me know what you think of this. Finally, let's check out this cool Saturator Clipper plugin by the company Newfangled Audio. This is the Saturate plugin, right? And the purpose of this Saturator Clipper is to, of course, add saturation, add analog coloration without like adding that type of 2B saturation that sometimes it's a bit overwhelming. And this saturation doesn't change the character in that way. It's actually a very pleasant, very pleasant analog saturation. You will hear that in a moment. Even though you might exaggerate a lot that saturation, it doesn't change the tone, right? It adds saturation, but it doesn't like make it boomy or sometimes with other saturators, right? So it's a pretty cool analog and pleasant saturator. So first of all, it has an auto output control, right? Auto gain compensation. I recommend you first setting that. You click this button and it turns to green, and you can set it here manually or automatic. I use it automatic and I enabled it, right? So that you can prevent any like overloading the master or the converters or your ears even, right? So also this saturator clipper can be set to hard limit or also soft limit. It has anti-aliasing, right? Also in this triangle, which is the delta, you hear only what the clipping and saturation affect and how it's affecting the audio without the original signal. Only the affected signal can be heard here. Pretty cool, right? And also here you have the shape of the clipper, right? So let me turn it on here, and here we can change the shape. For instance, clipper shape from a soft clipping to a hard clipping, right? It's much more aggressive, and clippers are very useful to control signals after a compressor, right? Because sometimes the compressor can leave some peaks, and sometimes that's of course the goal, right? To compress a certain part of the waveform or the signal, and some peaks are going to go through the compressor without being affected. And a clipper and saturator serves, besides adding character and analog coloration, it also controls all of those peaks that might be too high, and it definitely helps everything like keep a more even signal, right? And without getting out of control. So also we have a drive functionality here, right, to increase the saturation. Also it has a control for detail preservation that can be set here. By default it's at 100%, right? So let me increase this a bit. It can be turned off, the saturation, and it can be used only as a clipper, right? And also we have symmetry, and we can see the gain curve, or we can see the waveform as well. You can see the actual waveforms of the audio passing through. We have an input, and of course, yeah, the output, which I always use it to auto output and gain compensation, right? So let me play you this these drums first, and let me let's saturate these drums, and actually you're gonna see here the gain reduction of the clipping and saturation. Let's increase. Right now we are in soft clipper, right? We're adding saturation now. Before. Nice. And it's the auto gain compensation. It's actually very accurate. As you can see, no volume increase before and after. Let's see the waveform, right? So this is what you are pretty much like clipping. Let's use hard clipping, more aggressive. Okay, let's click the delta. That's what's being clipped and saturated, right? Ceiling. If we decrease the ceiling, we start to notice more the saturation. Okay. Nice. We can change the symmetry. We notice the saturation more and more there. Transparent. Nice. Very pleasant, I think, right? At least for me, I find it pleasant to hear the saturation. Nice. And we control very well the signal with clipping saturation. And let's also check it out on other instruments here, on vocals, shall we? So we have a vocal track here. Let's also...
Still drowning with my shattered memories, can't even speak, feeling so incomplete and so weak.
Okay, so let's increase the...
Still drowning with...
Well, first the auto gain compensation.
Still drowning with my shattered memories,
Let's
can't
saturate.
even speak, feeling so incomplete and so weak. Still drowning with my shattered memories, can't even speak, feeling so incomplete and so weak. Thinking what...
As you can see, it's adding saturation, but it's not super aggressive, but it's pleasant at the same time.
Still drowning with my shattered memories, can't even speak.
It's not like harsh or anything like that.
Incomplete and so weak.
Clean.
Thinking what would be. Still drowning with my shattered
And
memories,
if you see here the volume, the level of the vocal, you will see that it's not passing from one point and above, right?
Still drowning with my shattered memory.
Let me remove the plugin.
Still drowning with my shattered memories.
It's more dynamic, right?
Feeling so incomplete.
And there we have it. We fully controlled with the clipping and also adding some coloration. Let's put hard clipping.
Still drowning with my shattered memories, can't
Nice.
even speak, feeling so incomplete and
More
so
saturated.
weak, thinking what would be. Still drowning.
This is what we're clipping,
with my
right?
shattered memories, can't even speak, feeling
And we can
so
see it
incomplete
changing,
and so weak,
increasing it,
thinking what would be.
or making it less prominent.
Still drowning.
This is the ceiling.
With my shattered memories, can't even
no
speak,
ceiling.
feeling so incomplete
Okay,
and
hard
so
limit.
weak, thinking what would be.
It's clipping.
If I let this time the truth find me.
Okay.
All
So pretty cool clipper saturator by Newfangled Audio. This plugin is part of a mastering plugin by this company, and right now 81% off. I think it's a steal for a cool clipper plugin by this company. So please let me know what you think of these plugins, my friends. I am always happy and interested to know your opinions. I see here some people oh no, sorry. I don't have comments here in the live chat, but you can go ahead and leave me your comments in the comment box down below. Please let me know what you think of these tools. What do you think of the free ones? Are you interested in trying some of these plugins? And by the way, the the paid plugins, the ones that are on sale, have free trials, so you can go ahead and check them out. So before we leave, my friend, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnorhunter.com, where you can grab some additional free stuff, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost every day with tons of content like this. I have here Mark. Hello, Mark, and Kevin, and Guitar Tommy. Mark, thank you guys for your comments. Mark Lee says, late one, Hornet has 85% off everything over the next 30 or so hours. Oh wow, thanks a lot, Mark, for the heads up. I will definitely check those deals. Kevin Wayne, hello Kevin, and Guitar Tommy says, thank you, Amnor. So thanks a lot, Guitar Tommy, for being here, and I appreciate it, my friend. So yeah, anyway, take care, you guys. Have a great Friday and weekend, and I will see you very soon in the next video. All right, bye bye, and we stay in touch here. Bye bye.